I feel like God gives us gifts based upon the disadvantages that we were born with. God gives us gifts that counteract the disadvantages that we was born with. The disadvantages that we have, which all of us come with some, God gives us those gifts that make it so we don't have to directly deal with those disadvantages. Those disadvantages make us stronger with that gift. But if we aren't using that gift, then life becomes harder. It's easier to stay in depression. Usually a lot of people who are in depression get into addiction to drugs and doing things that they aren't supposed to be doing, or just simply giving up. So it's really important that you get in tune with yourself, find out what that gift is, and utilize it. And thank God for it. And if you put it down, I really think that you're supposed to. That's the reason. Because without that gift, you're disadvantaged. But with that gift, you're advantaged more than most. And you got a responsibility with your advantages. Yes, sir. It's crazy how God works. But it took me years to kind of understand that. Years of kind of doubting myself and my gifts. A gift is something that you are good at, where it doesn't take a lot of effort. You like doing it and has the potential to make money. But sometimes the things that you like doing, that you're good at the time in which you're young and you're really starting to get into it, it's not making as much money. And you might be indulging in this gift that you enjoy doing, but you're not making that much money off of it. But God works in mysterious ways to where He plants seeds in us that is going to benefit you and everybody that you know and a large part of the world later in your life, especially a lot of the people who were born with disadvantages, like people who were born with one eye, no leg, ADHD, maybe some kind of learning disability like autism. He plants a seed young that not too many people see value in. And then if you water that seed, which that's when you turn a gift into a talent, into a skill, and then you start using it when you get older, that's when your gift is needed. Not when you're young all the time, but when you get older. It's crazy how God works, but if you don't listen, which a lot of us don't do as kids, we're left to struggle, being more disadvantaged than most because we didn't take advantage of our gift. God knew everything that you was going through when you was younger, but it's the people that don't pay attention that have to grow up and live with those disadvantages that typically would put them in a position of struggling later in life and living less than everybody else. But if you pay attention, you're going to be put in a position that's above those who had no disabilities, no disadvantages, and they're doing good. You're going to be put in a position above them. You just got to make sure you do the right thing with your power. It's the people who misuse their power that end up in a worse position that they were whenever they were younger and disadvantaged. So yeah, pay attention.